but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
3rd and 5. Now back to throw. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled. And wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Here we go. 33. Yellow.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Ready, break.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Najee Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and 9 here. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's got room past the 30, into space at the 45.
And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
2nd and 1 now from the 21.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Forced out to his left. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result. And that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. Here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game. My team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They find some open field here. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
7 yards there and a first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Here's a 2nd and 7. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. Loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear nowhere to go here. He lost the football on one of the linebackers. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the 2nd half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Eagles use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Let's go. Block 40.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
95.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Let's go now. 50. Green. 22 middle.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And room there to work it inside the 25. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Here's a give up the middle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Gets it to Burks. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll try and run it in. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here's first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside.